Hey guys, what's going on? I figured I'd go ahead and do a video of the car, what I'm currently working on, trying to get it up. This is more of a video response to Tong. I told him that I'd get around to it. I just haven't been doing it. I just haven't gotten around to it just because of the motorcycle accident and everything. So here we go. What you're looking at is a 2000 Chevrolet Camaro that I have gracefully dubbed the V6 SST. Obviously, I put it, the SS means super sleeper, and of course the turbo, or T means turbo. It's ran by a water-to-air intercooling system. There's a heat exchanger and the auxiliary fan to power all of it. Let's go ahead and open up the hood here. And there she is. Now, this is the V6 3800 series, 3.8 liters, comes out to 237 massive cubic inches. You have the intercooler that sits way down in here. It sits just right below the core support, partially hidden. Then that goes from there up to there, and then that runs all the way down and back that way. The motor itself. This motor, I would like to note that except for the intake manifold, because that has just been freshly put on, hasn't even been through a boost cycle yet. Other than that, the entire engine is completely stock. Top end, which include heads, rockers, cams, lifters, all stock. I've had one valve cover off to do an oil return, and the whole bottom end has never been touched at all. It does run a water methanol injection kit. That's the new unit. Has nice stainless steel braided line. Goes down to the solenoid, which is nicely hidden, and then that right there, the blue AN fitting, is the turbo oil return. It's completely stock ECU, which is right there. It's never been touched. I've never taken off these connectors or these bolts. It's all tuned through HP Tuners and a laptop through the OBD2 system, just like it came from the factory. So there's no standalone units on this vehicle whatsoever. This has been converted to my windshield wiper fluid. Wrong, methanol injection. This is the reservoir. Runs a 60% water, 40% methanol mixture. And then that from there runs via that line down to the pump right here, that little guy. 200 psi is what it's set at right now. And then you have a tail 50 millimeter Q version 2 blow-off valve. That thing is loud and I love it. So we'll go ahead and go to the inside of the car here. Little trick-or-treat stuff for Halloween. This is the interior. It's still a little bit taken apart. I got some wiring to finish up, but no big deal. Have it put back together shortly. I even have an extra thing of boost juice right there. That's right. Always carry a little bit of extra with you. Got your wideband gauge. You got your boost gauge, Cobalt series. And there you go. This is a little shot of what I see. You have that's the oil pressure gauge that goes to the turbo. That tells me how much oil pressure is going to the turbo at all times. And then right next to that is the fuel pressure. And so I like to keep an eye on everything. And then of course, I got a little system. This is the switch panel, the brains of the operation. This is what makes it all work. Right here, that's the devil's own progressive methanol controller. I still need to tie it down because it's still a little bit loose, no big deal. And then you have two missile switches. This one right here controls the auxiliary oil pump that returns the oil from the turbo to the engine. And then that is the methanol arm switch. So go ahead and flip this on. See a little bit, you see a little green light up. That just tells me that it's on. Totally Fast and Furious. And then right above it is a little red LED, and that turns on when the methanol actually activates and is in use during boost. That one that's off is just a signal LED to tell me that my oil pump is on. That's all controlled via the ignition. So then you have, this is my water pump, which you'll see in a second. That's the water pump for the water-to-air system. And then this is the auxiliary fan control. and that turns on that little fan that you saw at the beginning. The seats, these are 6LE racing seats. Has the harness recesses. Just need to put in a bar. This is real leather. It's not that pleather crap that you buy. The car came with leather seats originally, so I really wanted to keep that. I wish I would have gotten the red stitching though. It really would have looked nice. Rear seats, obviously, they've been removed. Weight reduction. So, you know, making it a little bit lighter. These cars are boats as it is. You got, I'm only running 245s right now. No traction. They're just street tires. No traction from a dig. They're just no grip, and I got drilled and slotted brakes all the way around with performance pads. You know, got to be able to stop something. So now I'll go over here. Look at that SS. That's right. That SS is off of a 2012. What was it? The Chevy Cobalt. I like the look. So underneath here, this is my system. You got that's the reservoir for the water air intercooler. The little pump sits right there. And then a nice little 10-inch Kenwood ran by a 400-watt stereo system. And that amp, it does a really, really good job. And then this, just you simply open, the water's a little low, but you just put the water in, and oh wow, that water is low. Twist it, and bam, there you go. So we'll go ahead and shut this. Now, underneath, there she blows. That's the turbocharger right there. That's a T3 T60-1. You got the oil pump right over here. You can see a little white thing. And then, you know, like I said, we're doing some work on the exhaust right now, so, you know, everything's all taken apart. So I can't start it, but hopefully, I mean, I will get it there. Rear end's been beefed up a little bit. Has 342 gears. The center sections have been welded to the axle tubes, and then of course that piece right there has been put on to help beef up the rear end as well. The stock rear ends are really not that strong, so that should help a little bit. I guess a little bit of stats on the car. On 7 psi, it produced before the methanol and before the tune that's on here now. It produced 269 horsepower at the rear wheels, 311 foot-pounds of torque. Again, that's on 7 psi. So I don't know what it makes on 10 with the methanol, and the tune is a little bit more aggressive because of the methanol. Airflow calculation should say it should be close to roughly 320 to 325 rear wheel horsepower. Torque number unknown. I don't even know how to calculate that. And that's basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour of it, and should be back up on its feet in hopefully a couple weeks. And with this cold weather, I know this car will really be enjoying it. Turbos love cold weather. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed it, and have a good one.